What is one of the top executives in the world's morning routine? I'm here with Google CEO Sundar Pichai, who just got off stage from an interview with Walt Mossberg at Code Conference. I think that went pretty well. How are you feeling about the interview?
Yeah, it's been great. Walt and I speak often, so it just felt like we picked up our old conversation, had it on stage.
So before I get to your morning routine, because I do want to ask that, you're known as one of the nicest guys in Silicon Valley. I mean, that is generally your reputation. Even yesterday when I was talking to Walt and Kara and I said, what do you think of when you think of Sundar Pichai? They said, nice guy. Does that ever bother you, if people think of you as being so nice?
Walt also compared what we are doing to Game of Thrones, and so I'm not fully sure, what to think of it. I've always felt that, what we are doing, this is not a zero-sum game. We are all doing something for the very long term, and a lot of stuff which will transcend companies and so on. So I take a very long-term perspective. I also want it to be fun when you come to work every day. So.
Are there any Jedi mind tricks that you're employing that maybe people aren't seeing that you're doing to motivate your employees?
For me, it mainly is I've always been very passionate. So I'm a optimist about how technology can make a difference, and so I focus on that, and that way you kind of tend to forget about the other things. The rest is noise. So in some ways,
optimism is your solution. What is your morning routine like? What do you do when you first get up in the morning?
Believe it or not, I still, I read a physical paper every single morning.
Which one?
I read the Wall Street Journal every morning. I read the New York Times online. I still am very particular about having my tea. It's very English. I grew up in India. So having my tea, and I'm vegetarian, so I need to get my protein. So I always have an omelet in the morning with toast, tea, and read my paper. So I do that every morning.
What time do you wake up?
6:30 to 7, so that's when I do it.
Do you exercise in the morning?
No, later in the day, sometimes, if I get a chance, but always in the evening. I wish I could do it in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so I need my time with my paper and tea to wake up and kind of get going. So.
Sundar time. Are you into walking meetings? I actually saw you taking a brief walking meeting.
I love to pace, and I actually to think I have to start walking, so this is very difficult for me to do. So I love to pace and do things.
You should be pacing.
Yeah, that would make it much easier. But I do a lot of my meetings that way, just walk with people. Yeah.
I have to ask you, is there a Google Home involved in your morning routine? Like, I have this image of you right now waking up and shouting something to your Google Home prototype that we have.
I do the prototypes at work, try to keep things simple at home, I tried more at work, but it'll soon make its way in my home, so I look forward to it.
So no Google Home at Sundar's home just yet?
Not yet, but it's coming soon.
What would you say is your favorite feature of it so far?
For me, it's actually, I think it has a good personality, and, I think, it kind of over time, there are moments I feel like, it actually understands me. And I think that's a big progress for all of us working in this field, for, computing to be aware of context, to be sensitive, to be funny, and to do those things, I think, is just special. So that's what we're focused on.
Great. Sundar, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us at Code Conference. And I look forward to when you get Google Home in your home, getting it in my home and seeing more what it's about.
I look forward to seeing how you like it.
Yes, we'll have to review it. Thanks, guys.